like and subscribe. Alien students shocked by human teacher. Ivana Rocker stood at the front of the classroom on the space station Zenith 9. Her students, an eclectic mix of alien species, stared back at her with varying degrees of curiosity, amusement, and disdain. The classroom was a marvel of advanced technology with holographic displays and interactive desks. Ivana was tasked with teaching all subjects, everything from fundamental computing to advanced mathematics, a challenge she embraced wholeheartedly. Today, we'll start with some basic programming, Ivana announced. Please open your terminals and follow the instructions on the screen. A tall, blue-skinned alien with multiple eyes sneered, "Why do we need a human to teach us this? Humans are so primitive." The classroom erupted in laughter. Ivana remained calm, her expression unwavering. As the lesson progressed, the heckling continued. An insectoid student clicked its mandibles mockingly, while a reptilian student flicked its tongue in disdain. Ivana persisted, answering questions and guiding them through the material, refusing to let their taunts affect her. The station chief was walking by when he heard a commotion coming from a nearby classroom. He stopped and moved closer to listen in, realizing it was the new teacher's class. Her file was blank, yet she came highly recommended by the Galactic Council, and with a blank file, one does not question the Council's judgment. You just accept their recommendation. As he peered through the small window on the door, he saw Ivana Rocker and the class flagrantly disrespecting her. He questioned her ability to keep control of the class. The door slid open, and the space station chief, a stern-looking humanoid with silver skin, entered the room. He observed the chaos, then glanced at Ivana. "Do you want me to take care of that?" he asked, his voice a low whisper. Ivana shook her head and whispered back, "No, it's fine. It's all part of the learning process." The chief nodded and left the room, leaving Ivana to continue her lesson. The day ended, and as the students filed out, Ivana called after them, "Same time tomorrow." The next morning, Ivana greeted the students with a smile. "Today, we start with gym class. Choose your favorite games and break into groups." The students eagerly chose their activities, but the mocking didn't stop. "Scared to compete with a real species human," one student poked. "Doers do and losers teach. It's that simple," another student added as the laughter continued. One student, a tall and muscular being, pointed out, "It's wartime. All the real talent is on the front lines. Anyone with skills has a real job." The bell rang, signaling the start of the next session. Ivana stood at the front of the class. "All right, everyone, time for calisthenics. Let's start with some warm-ups and stretches." The students groaned collectively but began to follow her instructions. As they stretched, the mocking started again. "This is one thing the humans might excel in, lounging on the sidelines," one student mentioned. Another student, a creature with translucent skin and multiple legs, added, "I bet they're good at long-distance running as well." The class erupted in laughter, the mocking relentless. Ivana, however, just chuckled along with them, her expression remaining serene. She moved among the students, correcting their postures and encouraging them to push a little further in their stretches. "Humans might be good at running, but it's not just about speed," Ivana said, her voice calm and even. "It's about endurance and strategy, knowing when to conserve energy and when to give it your all." One of the more vocal students, a bulky alien with tusks, snorted. "Sounds like an excuse for being slow." The day went on without incidents, and the bell rang, signaling the end of another school day. Ivana stood at the front of the classroom, watching as her students packed up their belongings. "Tomorrow is the final day of the week," she announced. The students let out a collective sigh of relief, clearly looking forward to the weekend. The next morning, the classroom was transformed. The desks were all cleared, and the room now featured padded floors and walls. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as the students entered, their curiosity piqued by the new setup. "Time for combat tactical training," Ivana announced, standing at the front of the room with a double-padded staff in her hands. "Last one standing gets an A." She points to the walls, where a variety of practice weapons hang, and announced, "Choose your weapons." The students hesitated, unsure how to react. Ivana moved forward, her movements precise and controlled. demonstrating a level of skill that immediately commanded respect. The session began, and Ivana wasted no time. She engaged each student in turn, her expertise evident in every motion. She disarmed one student with a swift flick of her wrist, outmaneuvered another with a graceful sidestep, and neutralized a third with a calculated strike. The students gave it their all. They attacked with determination, but Ivana's experience and skill were unmatched. One by one, they fell until the last student was disarmed and lay on the padded floor, panting for breath. Ivana stood at the front of the class, barely out of breath. She walked to her desk, pulled out a badge of honor, and pinned it on her shirt. "I am a 3-time decorated soldier of the line," she declared. The class gasped in amazement. The Galactic Council's shock troops were legendary, believed by many to be a myth, yet here, before them, stood one of their finest. "I'm here to train the next line of defense for the galaxy against the Thortarian advancements," Ivana said, her voice firm. "Who here will answer the call?" The class erupted in unison. "I will, ma'am," they shouted. Ivana nodded, a satisfied smile spreading across her face. She had earned their respect, and now she had their commitment. "Once again," she commanded, "last one standing gets an A." The students, now filled with a renewed sense of purpose and respect for their teacher, got to their feet. They prepared for the next round, eager to prove themselves and learn from Ivana's vast experience. As the drills continued, Ivana could see the change in their demeanor. The mocking and disrespect had vanished, replaced by determination and admiration. They moved with more confidence, their attacks more coordinated and precise. Ivana pushed them harder, knowing that the lessons they learned here could one day save their lives. The session ended with the students exhausted. Ivana gathered them together, her voice softening as she addressed them. "Remember, it's not just about physical strength. It's about strategy, endurance, and most importantly, heart. You are the future defenders of our galaxy, and I believe in each and every one of you." They asked Ivana, "Tell us tales of your adventures." She opened up with a smile. "I will share what I can from the list of operations that are not top secret." The class leaned in, eager to hear more. "Most of my missions as one of the Galactic Council's shock troops," she continued, "are classified and will have to wait until the war's end for me to tell. But there are a few I can share with you today." Her eyes sparkled with the memories as she began recounting a daring rescue mission on the ice planet of Xylar, where she had to outwit enemy forces and navigate treacherous terrain to save a stranded crew. The students listened in rapt attention, hanging on her every word. They had come a long way, and under Ivana's guidance they knew they would continue to grow stronger. As they filed out of the classroom, Ivana felt a deep sense of satisfaction. She had not only taught them the skills they needed, but had also instilled in them the values of perseverance and courage, showing them that doers do, and true leaders teach the next generation how it's done. This is not goodbye, nor the end. Until the story continues, my friends. B.N.Rocker.